Yeah, my people, there's this video I want you to watch because there's something very important that happened that, actually necessitated this video now. And I want you to watch this video. It might sound funny, it might look very funny, but it's not funny at all. It's very real because I will say something very important that will surprise you. Take a look.
I said build hospital, you go start with mortuary.
Now we started with this.
Where is it?
This is where exactly here. Exactly here. We started with the gatehouse and the mortuary.
Where is the gate? Why do you start mortuary first? Why mortuary? I said build hospital, you go start with mortuary. Don't say that kind of a thing again. Don't show me mortuary again.
As a matter of fact, we are on the chapel.
I hope you've watched the video, right? Good. It sounds very funny, but it's not. That is the reality. That is the situation of things in Nigeria. And that is exactly how Nigerian government or governance has always been. They give you mortuary before they give you hospital. They give you accident before they build road. Okay? That's what they do. They give you darkness and they collect money for light that they never provided for you. And that is why you can see road safety conveniently standing on where the road is too bad. That is where the road safety will stand. Road safety, quote, road safety, that is where they will stand to be collecting money from drivers. That is the system of Nigeria. Sometimes when we present these issues, other countries, the Western world, should I say they pretend or they seem not to understand what Nigerians are going through. Now look at what necessitated me making this video. Is about this picture you are seeing on top. This lady, this is the one that is trending now. This lady was bitten by a snake. And the story have it that she went to two hospitals in Nigeria. And what did they tell her? They told her that they don't have anti-snake venom medicine in their hospitals. And that was how they discharged her. The first hospital discharged her like that. The second hospital discharged her like that. She left, went home, and got unalived. No, tell me, what a country. Did you see the contractor? He's a white guy. But that's the system. That's the system, he found himself in. And that is how it is done. He was given a contract of building a hospital. He started with gatehouse, and the mortuary. Building mortuary for who? The hospital is not there. And that's why oftentimes, when they finish building the hospital, there'll be no medicine. They will procure beds and the chairs and be admitting people into such hospital where there's no medicine. Are you doubting me? Let me tell you a little story of the experience I myself had with FMC Omahia. One of my daughters, not biological daughter, one of my daughters, that was pregnant, went to FMC to give birth. And that night, I think she have either delivered or about to deliver. And the nurses and the midwives and the doctors there said that there was this injection that they will need to give her because she is, her blood group is B+. And they said they will give her this injection, this medicine called Rugan. They don't have Rugan. They don't have it in FMC. Oh my God, they don't have it. And the husband left. They told the husband to go and look for the medicine and buy. The husband left, went to the two major pharmaceutical, shops that we have in Omaha. Then, and they don't have it. These two big pharmaceutical shops don't have Rugan. That was when this young man now called me and told me the situation of things. And it was late in the night. I picked my car key, left my house, drove to FMC, and they told me the same thing. I went out that night in search of that medicine. Shops have closed because it was late, around 11, 12 in the night. Shops have closed. There was no place I could go to get that drug that night. And from what they said, according to their own explanation, that medicine was so important that it should be given to her. I think before she gave birth to her child. They know better. I'm not a medical person. I don't know anything about that. They mounted pressure on me. Now, the question here now is, how come that a hospital like FMC, Federal Medical Center, Federal will not state, how come that FMC, knowing how important that kind of that kind of medicine is, doesn't have it? How come? How come that FMC, as big as it is, knowing the implication of not giving that injection to an expected, a child expectant mother, how come that it doesn't have it? You may be wondering, you may be asking yourself, do I finally got the injection? Yes, I did. But how? How did I finally get it? That will be a story for another day. But the truth of the whole matter is that it was hell for me to search throughout that night before getting that injection. And took it to them at FMC for them to inject this, this lady. Can you imagine that? What if I didn't find that injection that night? What if I didn't find it? What if I didn't bring it to them? You can imagine what could have happened. You could have imagined what could have been the situation of this lady and the unborn child, the child that was on the way coming out. That's exactly the situation of Nigeria, the situation of things in Nigeria. Now look at this lady up here. Look at this, lady with bright future. Look at, she's gone. She's gone. It wasn't a ghastly motor accident that you would say, oh, she was involved in a ghastly motor accident and she was unalive on the spot. No. Even some of the road accidents, that we experience in Nigeria, a whole lot of them, 70-75% of them were unavoidable accidents. A whole lot of them were caused as a result of the bad roads. And that's why I said, they will give you accident before they give you road in Nigeria. They will give you darkness and collect money for the light that they never provided for you. That is the condition and the situation of things in Nigeria. Today, it's trending. The news of this lady's unaliving is now trending in the social media. Snake bites. 2 hospitals in Abuja. In the Federal Capital Territory. They say they don't have the anti-venom medicine to treat snake bite. I want to say, let me conclude by saying this. Now that it has come to this point, this is an eye-opener. Is it not wise now to allow pharmaceutical shops and chemists in Nigeria to be selling anti-snake poison medicines? Because if these anti-snake poison medicines were to be found in pharmaceutical shops and the chemists, this lady may not have been unalived now. Yes. And again, you guys will come up to say that African traditional medicines, herbal medicines are evil, that they are bad, they are this, they are that. But do not forget that our ancestors were using it or have been using it for years, thousands of years, treating themselves, and they lived very long. Were there no snake bites in those days? How were they surviving? Even when there were no hospitals, they were surviving, they were taking care of themselves. But right now, all those traditional herbal medicines have been labeled to be dangerous, demonic, and not the rest of them. And the eyes of the people have gone away from them. And look at the results today. Well, at this point, my people, I raise my case. Oh God, I'm known. That is all I have to say. My lovely fans all over the world, please stay safe for me because I will always love you. Bye.